Alright, welcome back everybody to Indie Game Weekend! We have made it to another Indie Game Weekend. I literally had no time to prepare this today. That's why I'm using the border that I specifically made for Hyperlight Drifter and not a new border for this game because I had absolutely no plans to do this today. But Sony, fuck you, Sony. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. That's the sentiment that I want to get out today. Fuck Sony. Yeah, it's from Hyperlight Drifter. It was the only border that kind of fits, you know. Fuck Sony. I really wanted to play more Wilds, but here we are. We're going to play Axiom Verge. Don't let this distract you, obviously, from Axiom Verge itself. Axiom Verge is a super... It's an awesome game. A really, really, really great game. And I really want to give it my all today. But I am super angry at Sony. Even to a point where I'm actually considering just buying a PC and selling my PS5 off. Really, at this point. This was the one weekend that the PSN servers should have done. Like, seriously, their infrastructure is worse than Nintendo's at this point. Nintendo's servers just don't go down for a whole day like this. Only whenever they do maintenance, right? So frustrating, especially if you're a content creator and think like, this whole week I'm going to create content on this beta that is out this week, and they just... You can't just play it. I wanted to do more Arcweld tries today in the morning, but I couldn't do it. It's been down the entire day. It sucks. It sucks. I definitely think they should give everyone like an additional day to play the demo, but I highly doubt Capcom will do it because they are obviously going to have another weekend. So next weekend, I think next weekend they're going to do the demo again as well. So we have another weekend, but still, lots and lots of people were excited about this, and it sucks that I have to talk about it like this. Let me put this a little bit in the center. Here we go. Okay. I think that's a little bit better. But yeah, I'm doing my best. We're going to focus on Axiom Verge because Axiom Verge is a good game. By the way, if you wanted another outcome, you should have voted more. Seriously, I put down the poll on my channel. I got 3 votes. And all 3 picked a different game, so no game actually won. So I just picked Axiom Verge by virtue of that's the game that I want to play the most out of it. Axiom Verge is a good game. Have you ever played it, Kiza? It's a really, really good game. I played it once. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this whole story around it and stuff. It's a really, really good Metroidvania game. Definitely worth checking out. I think the creator did make this game when when his son was like I think his son had cancer, and he made this game to support his son and himself throughout the entirety of that cancer saga. I don't know what happened afterwards, really. I didn't follow up on it. But I think that was the story that was coming out of this game. And it's a really, really good game. It doesn't have any themes around, I think, cancer. It's just a solid, really good Metroid-style game. Like, it's like if Metroid was a different franchise. You know, let's just say it like this. It's a really good Metroidvania. So we are preparing right now. Honestly, this move from Sony, I mean, obviously if the servers go down, you can't do anything about it, but it seems like the whole infrastructure went bust. Like, seriously, the whole infrastructure just went down hard. And no one can do anything about it. Obviously, the individuals that work at Sony are not at fault. Sony itself is at fault. For this. Put it like here. Still, just imagine someone only had time from Friday 1 a.m. to, or just had time to play the game on Saturday because they are super busy on Friday and they want to spend time with their family on Sunday, and they only had time playing the demo on Saturday, and Sony just went bust. So they didn't get to play the demo at all. It absolutely sucks for everyone. Also, the music in Axiom Verge is good. I haven't listened to the music a lot, and I haven't played the game in a while because it's only in the back burner of my mind sometimes. But I put it on every poll that we had so far. Let me adjust the camera a bit. You know? Because I want to be at the center, I think. Here we go. But yeah, it's a really good game. It isn't fully on my mind, but it was on every poll we did so far. I didn't win any of them, but a really, really solid game. Also, Blue Sky needs to add polls because that would have helped tremendously. No one's clicking on a YouTube link to do a poll on YouTube, obviously. But yeah, we're going to play this game, this gem of a game, and you'll see what it's all about. It really has an in-depth story. The only sad thing about it, the only sad thing that I have to say is, while Axiom Verge 1 is a gem of a game, I didn't enjoy Axiom Verge 2 a lot. I did enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as Axiom Verge 1. Sad, you know? Also, the creator kind of didn't decide on Axiom Verge 2 to continue the storyline that they set up, which was a little bit of a weird decision. We might play it at one point, but it's like a different game. Like, it's not like a different game, like it's still a Metroidvania game, but it has very, very different aesthetics. And also, it's weird, because it doesn't really follow the storyline that was set up in Axiom Verge 1. Like, the thing that excited me about Axiom Verge 2 most, before it came out, was the storyline they set up, because it was really, really good, and they didn't continue it in 2, so I'm a little bit sad. Still, we're going to move over to the game. We're going to give this game our full attention, obviously. And here we are. I am a little bit smaller on screen with this kind of border. But yeah, if I had time, I would have created a border by myself. But I didn't have the time to do it today. Because also I was out and about today. I did want to spend some time doing a few Arcworld hunts in the morning, like at 8 AM or something when I got up first. And then from 10 AM to about 4 PM we were out and about. And they still didn't fix the issue the entire day, you know? So I can't do anything about that. But yeah, this start screen is already Metroidvania. The thing is, I did 100% the game in 17 hours, so it's not a long game. On my first playthrough. Not really a long game, but a good one. We're going for normal difficulty. I don't want to get too hard on stream, really. New Mexico, 2005. Interesting. Trace, it's charged and ready. Thanks, Hammond. Starting the pulse now. If only it would work this time. Going to lower the audio a bit. That's weird. The beamlet was completely... Trace, there's a problem. What's that sound? Oh, holy shit. Well. Here we are. By the way, the pixel art in this game is immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. Trace. Wake up, Trace. Ugh, what happened? Trace, there is gun in the next room. You must get it. Wait, what's going on? Where are you? Hello? Where am I? So we can always save at these save stations. Very Metroid-like. And we only have jump available to us. But yeah, already you should see the pixel art is very, very Metroid-like, right? Oh. Axiom Disruptor. A high-tech biomechanoid weapon. Use Y. Lock position L. Is this the gun that the lady mentioned? Or did I just imagine her? Sorry, I'm very weak. You must go now, before he finds you. Before who finds me? What's going on? I guess she's gone again. Is the audio really that low? So yeah, you can fire in all directions. We're already talking very Metroid-y. By the way, I have a feeling we're going to finish 2 games to next week. And I don't know how to feel about it. Well, maybe only 1. I don't know yet. I might do a push for 2. If we can. So yeah, already very Metroid 1, by the way. When something that Metroid told me to do is always go up first. Oh. I don't think we can get in there. But yeah, it's very 2D Metroid and I enjoy that a lot. I think this was also kickstarted, by the way, so there's a lot of money that went to the developer, and I really enjoy that. It was like, I think when this came out, like, this came out 2015, I think. When this was kickstarted, this was a whole community thing, right? A gaming community thing where everyone chipped in to support this guy because of his son. And yeah, this game came out 2015. So he actually finished the project as well, which is like a good indie success story. I don't think enough people talk about this game these days. I don't know. And it's also why I kind of want to keep this show, even though it doesn't really it doesn't really draw in a lot of viewers. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll be going now. This show doesn't draw in a lot of viewers like Indie Game Weekends. But I really wanna give a lot of forgotten indie games as well. God damn it. A little bit more attention, you know? Because there's so many great indie games. Wow. Got clapped by this one. Oh yeah, the red colors are actually good. Oh, these are switches, by the way. It's a little bit more colorful than regular Metroid, I think. Metroid looks a little bit more drab. Which, like, Metroid fulfills the atmosphere completely, right? It wants to immerse you in the depths of Planet Zetas. What is that? Oh. Nova. Select with the stick. Use Y. Firing once launches a large projectile. Firing again causes it to detonate. We have to go to inventory. How do I select this? Notes. I have no notes. Instructions. Select up. Oh, it's the right stick. Okay. Yeah. I just... No. I'm not going to say it. I'm just dumb. Okay. So yeah. That's the Nova. So yeah, with this we will be able to shoot this one. There we go. And I mean, it doesn't do as much damage, but it's still pretty good. Here we go. And it's easily selected with the right stick, you know. Let me check out the controls real quick. Okay. But yeah, we're still very much into Metroid territory, and we will be in for a while. I also enjoy the music, by the way. The music is fantastic. Like, in my opinion, this game is like a masterpiece. It scratches the same itch as Metroid does. And it does it very well, you know? So yeah, with the Nova, I can actually unlock this. But yeah, I'd like to play more Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow, by the way. If I can. But if it's not happening, I'm playing more Axiom Verge. Again. Like, I don't care anymore. As awful as it is that I don't care anymore for a game that I literally waited for forever. I can only hope that it's up, yeah. Size node permanently increases projectile size for weapons. Interesting. But yeah, when it comes out, Wilds will be my favorite game. I think the main issue with Wilds right now for me is, for the demo, they didn't implement an offline mode. You know? You have to authenticate with Sony servers. Which I think I can kind of see why they had to do it. Because obviously you need to authenticate people. People would just go offline and play the game offline. Play the beta offline. Even though they didn't want to do it, but then make it a regular demo. Like, what are you doing? Why are you making this a beta test? Like, why are we deviating from the demo model that every other Monster Hunter game has set up, right? Does make a lot of sense that we're deviating from that. Like, let us play offline. Problem solved. If people want to overplay Arkwell, they can do that. They could also do that with Malzeno in Monster Hunter Rise in the Sunbreak demo. And people did that, and they still bought the game, and they still love the game. I don't see any... I don't see any reason why they wouldn't just give us this. Because literally, it will become lost media once the game comes out. Like, for example, we can still play against Rise Marzeno if we want to. The demos are still up, right? Oh, boss time. I'm going to prepare for a boss. Oh god. Crap, I'm trapped. Demon. Whoa, hey, you can talk. Listen, I'm lost and... Yeah, I think the GU demo is still up. You can still play against demo Wildstrucks. Like, demo Arkweld will be lost forever. We will never be able to actually play. I think the world demo was the same way, right? Can you still play the world demo? Demon. Arthetos say kill. I don't think he will see reason. So they're still copying that. I don't know. Even though I don't like that I'm saying this, but it feels like they're still copying the worst aspects from World over to Wild. Like, sometimes it feels like they are shooting themselves in the foot intentionally just to make Wild be a little bit more like World was. Like a few things, not too many. I definitely think the deco grind will be better in Wilds. Like, they're definitely going to have a lot of better aspects to the game than World did. But sometimes it feels like the design decisions that they make are like, oh yeah, let's copy World's system instead of Rise's, which was infinitely better. And it's like, why? Here we go. Sorry, I talked all the way over this boss. So sorry. Pretty cool boss for a first boss. Also, we saw someone named Athetos mentioned. Yeah. Thing is, I definitely agree that they did a lot of really good tweaks from World. It's just that... Here we go. Laser drill, a high-powered drill capable of cutting through rock. UCR. Oh. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool effect. But then they do stuff like this, where everyone hated how the beta was handled with World. Right? And then they are like, yeah, let's copy that model. Why not? Like, it's like the half listening. Still, it's not a too massive critique on Capcom, by the way. I really will enjoy Rise. Permanently increases weapon and item damage. This, by the way, is a cool item. I like the laser drill. Like, look at this. The effect on this weapon is super cool. Yeah, I didn't never try to introduce someone with World because I have a very complicated history, especially with base World. Very complicated. And it's why it's my favorite Monster Hunter game. My least favorite Monster Hunter game, unfortunately. But I tried it out with a bunch of friends when it came out, who were non-Monster Hunter fans. Never. And they all came off of World. Base World is what I mean, not Iceborne. They all came off of Worlds basically saying it's kind of mediocre. Like it's not really a good game, per se. There were so many qualms we had with it that it they kind of never touched a Monster Hunter game again, even though I tried. Sorry to say. I really want this thing to grow, even with my friends, but I can't anymore at this point. And yeah, I also came off pretty bitter after World, because I didn't like it at all. Especially a lot of people don't remember how bare bones like base World was when it came out, right? Like, World was very, very bare bones when it came out. A lot of people claim Rise to be super bare bones, but World actually was relatively bare bones before the title updates. And I think a lot of people excuse it with the moniker of, yeah, but they had to do everything by hand and they had to make a new engine and everything. But it was their most successful game, you know? I kind of understand that, but it still didn't do a lot for me. Especially when most of the issues I had with World, and the biggest issue to this day is still the lack of pause button, and they never fixed it. Never. In the entire game's life cycle, they never fixed the pause button issue. Never. And it's like, I don't know. It will stay my least favorite game in the series for a while, and Base World especially. I have a feeling that Wilds will be one of my favorites. I can already tell. Because they achieved what they tried with World, obviously. But they just make it so much better, in my opinion. Lots of weird stuff happening in this world, by the way. But they just amplified everything World had. And they achieved... Oh, there's going to be a Xenogears live stream. I didn't see that. I need to look at that later. I mean, if you want, you can shoot me a link on Blue Sky or something. I mean, I'll take the music. A music live stream. I'm really suffering right now. I should probably make sure I have enough health. I didn't see that yet. It's actually a really fun idea. A lot of people will be angry when there's no mention of a Xenogears remake. You know? When there's no mention of a Xenogears remake, it will make a lot of people angry. Oh, that would be perfect if we finish on the 12th. If we finish the game on the 12th, that would be perfect. I don't think we'll be able to finish it in one session. Quite. Like, I don't think we'll finish it on Monday. I think the game has a little bit more left. It's not going to have a Xenogears thing attached to it. I don't think Nintendo and Squaresoft are ready to move together, honestly, on that. Like, Nintendo and Squaresoft have become kind of close a bit more recently because they got a lot of exclusivity deals with a lot of really cool games. But I don't think they are ready to move on making this happen together. And seriously, if they ever remake Xenogears, I want Takahashi to do it, not someone else at Squaresoft, you know? Because he needs to finish his game, obviously. That's like his game and he needs to finish it. So it has to be a collaboration effort between Monolith Soft and Squaresoft, I feel like. Could be great. Like, remakes like these all come around to the publishers that they are attached to. Like, Xenosaga is attached to Bandai Namco, and Xenogears is attached to Squaresoft or Square Enix. Thanks for increasing my health. Ah, oh, that felt good. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a chill experience, because we're just moving through the game and exploring everything, right? I'm not sure I should leave the area yet. Like, we can talk about a lot of things, like Monster Hunter Wilds and everything. I think I wrote a post earlier about Arcveld, what I feel about Arcveld so far. The one thing I don't like about Arcveld so far, like, it's the one nitpick I have, is how so far he feels like a Souls boss and not a monster. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about how you dodge his attacks and not really how you position yourself, you know? I think that's one of the major gripes I have with him. Like, it's kind of where you position yourself, but most of the time it comes down to, especially the damage times you have, is mostly like the times you have a window to damage him are mostly when he uses his chains to swing at you, and that is so much Souls-like, you know? Like, you need to evade to the right direction in order to not get hit with that attack. And that feels very much Souls. Oh yeah. Let's look at the map real quick. I don't have any other way to go. I screwed up. I do enjoy the monster design, and I love how over the top Arcveld is. Like, what I love most about Wilds, by the way, is they did not shy away from being over the top, you know? Like, at all. I feel like with World, for example, they were kind of like shooting themselves in the foot a bit by having to make every monster look like it belongs in the ecosystem, right? It has to have very muted colors, very it can't do anything that you can't have in the world, really. They kind of changed that with Iceborne a bit. You know, where they brought in more fantastical monsters. But they are like not shooting themselves in the foot with Wilds anymore. The monster designs are just awesome, you know? And sometimes a monster doesn't make sense, like Valstrax. And sometimes it just doesn't make sense and just goes by the rule of cool, you know? Like, just, if it's cool, add it in. And I think that was missing a bit with especially Base World. And it doesn't seem like they're working on the same constraints. And it feels like all of the new monsters are like super over the top and cool. I really enjoy them so much. I think it might have one of my favorite rosters so far from all the new monsters we saw so far. Like in terms of new monsters, probably one of my favorite rosters. If it's going to be my favorite roster, it all depends on how many old monsters we get and what kind of old monsters. Oh my god, what are you? Holy shit. Like, we already know Rathalos is going to be in the game. I want to fight him. I want to fight the new Rathian. Yeah, also, yeah. A lot of returning monsters that haven't been in a few games. By the way, the returning monster selection is very for you. Very, very for you. Like, they love to complain. They love to say that Monster in the Wilds is Monster for you too. But, like, Kongalala, Gypceros, Nursilla, Gormagala, that's already 4 monsters only. Not only in for you, but in for you. You know, they are in for you. They and their subspecies, by the way. This is freaky. Where are we currently? Oh, interesting. Yeah, we have no idea where we are currently. Oh. But yeah, and that makes me super excited. Even though I don't like 4U as much as 3 Ultimate or 3rd Gen, obviously. But that makes me super excited because it means we have a chance of having Dalamadur back, having Gogmasios back, you know? A lot of really cool 4U monsters. I don't know. I don't think that the 4U monsters like Kekavacha and Kechavacha, I think it's called, and Najarala and all of them are going to come back. I don't think so at this moment. But especially if with the way they also push the Lancer into the story, like the Ace Lancer, makes me feel like we're going to get, at one point, a trip to Dondorma. Back to Dondorma. Like the way we did with, in four Ultimates, where we fought Rusted Kushala. I honestly don't think they will bring back Rusted Kushala. I don't know, maybe they will. But that was one of the coolest. The only thing that I hope they don't bring back is Crimson Fatalis. Crimson Fatalis would be such a waste of a slot. I swear to God. Don't bring back Fatalis. I think I'm the world's biggest Fatalis hater. I think I'm the world's biggest Fatalis hater at this point. Like, Fatalis is an okay concept. I like it a lot. If you don't think about it too much. I also enjoyed World Fatalis. I definitely know what they were going for. But he is overdone. You have to say he is overdone as a final boss. Like... he is absolutely overdone as the final challenge in every game. Like, we had him in 4th gen as the final challenge. We had him in 2nd gen as the final challenge of every game. In G Ultimates, in Generations Ultimate, he also was the final. Like, they just gave you the free Fatalis fights, right? Even though the Deviants were the final challenge of that game, really. But still, it's a little bit overdone, and oh god, don't get me started on Gold Rathian and Silver Rathalos. But yeah, let me elaborate on that a bit. It's a little bit overdone when you have a perfect example of a game adding a new Elder Dragon as the final challenge in literally 3 ultimates, having Dire Mirales as the final boss, right? Like, you could do so much more, and I think that the charade thing is just completely overdone because it's always the same. Like, yeah, I know that you guys love this part of the Monster Hunter story and lore, but can we please also get something more interesting? You know, something else maybe. You know, a new Black Dragon. You know, it doesn't have to be always Fatalis. Just a little bit of something new, you know? But yeah, Silver Rathian and Gold Rathalos, the other way around. I think Fatalis should stay in World as he was and add something new as the final challenge. Like, heck, you don't even need to have an Elder Dragon, a Black Dragon as the final challenge. Add Dalamadur as a final challenge, you know? A really, really solid, cool Dalamadur fight. You know? But yeah, Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathian. Honestly, if they bring the versions back that we had in Rise, they are absolutely allowed to bring them back. Rise and like Sunbreak had the best Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathian Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathian fights ever in all games. I really enjoyed those two in those games, in that game. Like, it was super challenging. It was still challenging enough, but it was like fair. And they were really unique, you know? In those games. So yeah, if they do it like this, they can bring them back. I did really not enjoy the world iterations. The world iterations killed them for me. And I'm still getting nightmares today from GU Silver Rathalos. Hyper Silver Rathalos, I have to say. Like, I was helping a friend make a armor set he wanted with the Hyper Silver Rathalos quest. And we grinded at it away for 2 hours and we didn't get anything out of it. Like, that fight is so much bullshit. Honestly, I have to say hyper monsters in GU are probably the worst. Where do we go? Let me quickly check the map so that we don't get lost too much. I think there's a pathway up that we haven't explored yet. Oh god. Another pathway we haven't explored yet. There we go. I don't think I can do anything here. Unless I can drill down some of these walls, but I don't think I can do anything here. I have so many opinions on so many monsters. You don't even know. Arcworld fits in really well. I feel like in this entire monster roster, I like it a lot. And I'm super excited what they're going to do with the story, by the way, because they already said that the story is going to be really important this time. And I really hope they do something really cool with the story. And you know, sometimes if the story pisses off the Monster Hunter community, it might actually be a good thing. Just saying. Oh yeah, you can't go this way, so we'll have to find another way. I keep forgetting things because I keep talking over myself. I definitely think they could make something really cool with the story. And I really want to see what they have in store. I want them to prove that Monster Hunter stories can be good. Oh, don't get me started on the whole 30 FPS debacle. Like, I've literally seen someone, you know, I've literally seen someone run the PC benchmark for Monster Hunter Wilds, and it said it runs in excellent on 1080p 30 FPS. Excellent. If you cap the frame rate at 30, it runs excellent. 1080p 30 FPS. And they literally said, I'm not going to buy the game because it won't run on my system. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm going to play Wilds in resolution mode because I actually want to see how good it looks. You know? I actually want to see how good Wild looks. That's why I'm running it at 30 FPS in resolution mode. Because I kind of find that the performance mode of the demo kind of looks shit. And the resolution is just a little bit too much down, in my opinion. And it's like, what are we even doing? Okay, this is weird. This weird plant life. Like, I swear to God. People don't know how lucky they are that sometimes their games can run at 60. It will definitely look better in full release. I hope they also upgraded the performance on PS5. The thing is, I would have considered moving completely over to PS5. completely moving over to PC, but it's kind of a little bit late for that for me. You know what I mean? It's a little bit too late for that. I could still order a PC, but I don't have the money to outright buy it. And I honestly don't like buying a new PC on credit. I kind of don't enjoy that. Even though I totally could. And I would have to sell my PS5 as well. Where are we going? Explicitly. Because there doesn't seem to be a path we can actually go to. Or did I see that wrong? Like, I have been grinding away at every wall. Like, the thing is, I ran the benchmark for Monster Hunter Wilds on my laptop, and it runs at medium settings with 30 FPS, 1080p, and I'm super happy with it. Like, I'll probably get it down the line on PC anyway. Like, Monster Hunter games go on sale all the time, so it won't be much of a problem. Like, I don't know how many times I could have bought GU at... Like, GU at 10 bucks. Like, $10 for GU is an absolute steal. Huh. Oh. I don't think I went down here. These look like cages. Interesting. We should also all agree that Monster Hunter is the best franchise in everywhere, literally, right? Oh. There's the thumbnail. Trace. My name is Elsa Nova. Are you the voice I've been hearing? Yes, we are connected through Mind Machine. I need you to fix power filter. I'm dying. Power filter? I guess I can try. Where is it? Not near. I'm sorry. I need rest now. Bye. Hey, wait. Where are we? This is definitely not good. What do we get? Fires a short-range burst of electricity. Interesting. Okay. Wow. I almost died to this. Super creepy stuff, by the way. These monsters are creepy. I didn't get more movement stuff, no. Not yet, at least. Oh god. I did get stuff to open more of these locks. Like, I got a new weapon. But they are a bit scary. Especially at our current health. Oh god. Especially at our current health, they are scary. Is he there again? No. If it's anything like a Metroid game, I want to check every wall everywhere. Oh god. What is all of this? Yeah. It really feels like you're lost. Like, it feels like non-stop. Like a Metroid. Like the scary part of Metroid non-stop right now. Like the way the walls are pulsating and everything. Okay. Thing is, I really hope at one point we get the older Monster Hunter games made into like definitive versions. I really want to revisit Moga Village on the Switch or Switch 2. That would be dope. You know, when this happens, I'm going to be the free EU guy, you know? Or I'm going to be the 3rd gen guy completely. I'm going to play nothing but Monster Hunter Gen 3 for a bit. And I will make guides on everything and stuff. Because that's the Monster Hunter games I know best. Oh. And we get a convenient save point. And we get to fight a boss. Oh god. Oh crap, an even bigger one. Demon. Look, I mean no harm. Please, can we just talk it out? Talk. Yeah, okay. So my name is Trace and I have no idea how I got here, but... Demon, I think they'll say kill. Have it your way then. Oh god. Oh, you need to hit the thing on its back. I get it. Oh. Okay. Let me get this straight. As long as he's like this, I think I can do it. By the way, I haven't played this game in a long time. Yeah, I deserve that. Ah, what just happened? You died. We saved your mind machines. What? I'm sorry, miss. I think... Hope I'm misunderstanding something. Could you try rephrasing that? Hello? Oh man, this is insane. I died? Am I still me? Interesting concept. The thing still looks cool. But yeah, I'll go back to playing Free U all the time, by the way. After the Wilds demo is out. You know? Oh god. Even though it might be detrimental to my Wilds experience, you know? In the long run. But I really want to become a master at Free Ultimates, really. Like, one thing I don't feel like, while... One thing I feel like that I haven't really done with all the Monster Hunter games, really, is go very, very in-depth with them, you know? Oh, it's turning red. I'm kind of screwed when I'm down here. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know how I survived this, but I somehow did. I think I survived this. But yeah, I haven't really gone with any Monster Hunter game. A really full balls to the wall. Like, I know everything about this game. And I can solo everything in the game. And that's what I'm going to try with the current Free U run. I'm going to play all of it. And I'm going to solo everything. You know? That's what I'm going to try to do. Because I really haven't done that with Monster Hunter before. Like, mostly I just coast along, do G rank with a few people I met in lobbies and stuff. Like, last time I finished, in quote unquote, finished GU, Free Ultimates, I was in a lobby with people. They were helping me grind materials also. Like, they were helping me grind out the materials that I needed for my armor. And they were giving me pointers on what to do and everything. And then we hunted all of the rest of the monsters together. And it was a super cool, like, group experience. I really enjoyed it. That's why I kind of want to have Free Ultimate back, you know. But I kind of want to do it on my own a bit. What do we get? Address Disruptor. Corrupts or decorrupts weaker blocks and enemies. I'm still stuck in For You on G4, I think it's. Oh. So yeah, we can change these blocks now. Like this. Into these glitch blocks. Which is super cool. But yeah, For You, I'm still stuck at like the lower level, the Elder Dragons, G-rank Elders. Oh. Oh, you can actually corrupt enemies with this as well. In order to give you a boost like this. That's actually pretty cool. Here we go. That's a super cool concept. I have to hand it to them. They really did something interesting with this. So far it only works on lower level enemies, it seems. But yeah, let's explore further. Already 2 bosses down. Health node. Thank you. But yeah, I might do the same thing, by the way, that I'm doing with 3 ultimates. With 4 ultimates. Once I'm done with 3 ultimates. Just so I can say I've seen everything in For You. For You is a little bit different. 3 ultimate is like Free You. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Free You is, in my opinion, inherently easier game than 4 ultimate is. Just inherently, the way it works, the way its system works and everything. It's just easier, in my opinion. Like, for example, I think I can solo all of G-rank. Like, I have pretty much confidence. Oh god, why did I die there? Like, I have absolute confidence. I can solo everything in G-rank, at least up to G2. Pretty easily in 3 ultimates. I don't think I can even touch. Oh, it saved the boss actually. Does it have an autosave system? That would be weird. But yeah, I definitely think I can solo most of G-rank in 3 ultimates already. Whereas, I'm not as confident with 4 ultimates. Really. I think 4 ultimate just has stronger monsters. I think it's a damage thing with 4U, in my opinion. Because I can fight against a Gogmasios in 4U solo. Obviously, but I cannot kill it with the current damage output that I have. Like, I can fight it for 50 minutes without a problem, without dying, but I can't kill it. Kind of the same with Chameleos and all of them. I probably have to play a lot more for you, but it being on 3DS doesn't help its cause quite as much. You know? Like, the 3DS is very uncomfortable to play on. Like, I've seen people claim otherwise, but it's really, really not that great of a console to play on, in my opinion. And I really, really don't like it as much. But I'll boot up my PC version. Like, my emulator and everything that I have. You know? Okay. It's really weird for me. But I like For You, but some of those challenges can be a bit hard. Like, I've managed to beat Dalamador solo. I think the video might even still be on my channel at this point. I definitely didn't delete the video. It's like a 40-minute, I think 45-minute video where I think it's even 50 minutes. Don't get me wrong, I think it might be 50 minutes. Where I simply just fight Dalamador and I solo it. But it took a lot out of me because the grind was a lot. You know? Like, you have to get, if you want to do it, especially high rank Dalamador, like, basically all I had access to was like high rank gear. Like, no G rank gear and everything, you know? Like, it was my first clear of Dalamador on this save file. And you have to get the best equipment you can get out of the gate. Like, you have to get everything that has attack up. A lot of attack, lots of dragon elements, and I had to use the charge blade. Because every other weapon, like I tried it with Insect Glaive and everything, didn't do enough damage to kill him. But Charge Blade does enough damage to kill Dalamador. Yeah, all of the fights in For You feel very multiplayer coded. I think it's just the health pool of the monsters that feels so wrong in 4 Ultimate. Like, in 3 Ultimate, I don't feel like the monsters have that much bigger of a health pool. But I don't know, the 4 Ultimate monsters, it feels kind of like they are specifically made for multiplayer. A lot of them. Like, they give me the vibes of not even being able to, like, not even being able to be made to be soloed at that point, you know? I think I should get it out somewhere and maybe repost it on Blue Sky or something, because I definitely think that was a really cool video. Did we do a full circle? I think the Dollar Maduro video was really cool. I should repost it on Blue Sky or something. Obviously I had like worse settings for everything. But I had to do a few tries, and I think it was the third try that I actually did it. Also, something that I need to mention for that. In preparation for that Dollar Maduro try, I watched a Gaijin Hunter video. which is like so cool that his videos are still up and still work. And are still relevant in my opinion. I definitely feel like I should tap into that if the games are going to get remade at one point. I kind of want to tap into that a bit. Just making like guide videos. Because I think I definitely could. Okay, this was a save. Okay, this one glitches out completely. But yeah, the soloing of Dollar Maduro made me appreciate the monsters so much more. Like when I'm doing it with a group, I don't know, I don't get much of the I don't get much of the hype of the monster really. Because you feel like you're just getting dragged along sometimes. I don't know. That's a feeling you get sometimes playing multiplayer. Especially if you are not at the top level player. What do we get? Oh, nice. Like there's definitely a thing that can happen in Monster Hunter Online where you get dragged along and don't really contribute too much to the fight, right? But are still somehow able to do it. Because the other people are really good that you play with. Especially in old school Monster Hunter, that happened a lot to me. That happened a lot in 4U as well. When I replayed it on my 3DS. I think I'm still pretty decent because I don't card as much as the others. Like if you ever played 4 Ultimates with a group of people, with a group of randos, you will notice that they card a lot. Like, they card a whole lot. Like when the servers from Pretendo came back, I did a few hunts with randos on my 4U save file. And the experience was interesting because we were fighting a lot of G4 Elder Dragons. Like we fought Chameleos and I think Kushala Daora and Teostra, and I didn't card a single time. My entire team did triple card every single hunt we were on. I don't even know how they did it. You know, I don't really want to call them out or anything because, you know, not being as skilled as other people is like... It's like not something I want to call out, but... I don't know. You know, to even have a chance to beat one of those challenges, those late game challenges in 4 Ultimates, you at least should have the basics down on how the monster moves, right? And not dying is like a priority. Like if you don't die, you have an infinite bigger chance at actually finishing the hunt. But it was kind of insane how much people carded. I don't know. Obviously no one's perfect. I haven't been talking about the game for a while. You know, something I could do is we're going to live check. We could live check if the servers are up. If the Sony servers are back on. Nope. They are still down. Like, it's at the point where it gets a little bit cynical, you know? Really? I haven't noticed that they are going down, back up for 10 minutes. I only check periodically, like every 30 minutes or so. Because I have better things to do than to check the health of the Sony servers all times. But yeah. They definitely do something. Like, they are working on it. But... like, Sony headquarters has to be on fire right now, right? Like, Sony headquarters is probably currently on fire. Or whatever. Weapon and item damage. Thank you. You know, as a programmer, I can empathize with the people who are in charge. Not the people who run Sony, but the people who actually do the server maintenance and stuff. Because nobody wishes those days on any programmer or server admin. Like, those kinds of days are literally the worst for any server admin. Where the servers go down and you can't get them up no matter what you do and run stable. That's like the worst. I will criticize Sony itself. Especially since they require... like, Sony does require a lot of games, and they want to force that onto other games that they connect to their servers, right? Like, that's what I criticize. Like, just imagine you had to still use your PSN account to use Helldivers on PC. Like, if they didn't retract that, You couldn't play Helldivers as well on PC. On PC. Like, they love pushing the PSN bullshit when they literally can't keep them up 100% of the time. Also, you cannot download games currently. Like, you can't download your game library at the moment if you wanted to. I don't think I can do anything with these blocks. Doesn't seem like it. You can't download your game library. Games that need to authenticate with PSN to be played, you can't. If your game has an online component, that doesn't work. Like, that's what I mean when I say just buy physical games. But even then it doesn't work. Like, even if you buy physical games, you can't download the updates. Like, if I were to throw in a physical game that I don't have downloaded yet, like, if I haven't fully downloaded the game, I can't download the patch to play it. Like, physical games aren't complete on disc anymore as well. You know? Like, it's fucked. Like, this is what we get when we have... Like, this is what we get when we have, like, physical media only. Digital media only. Like, we are so screwed with the future of digital media only. Like, honestly, the best case for physical... Like, we should have physical media through and through. And you should have the ability, if you buy a disc, a Blu-ray, or whatever storage medium you have, you should have the ability to download your game on it. Like, if it has the game already on it and it needs a patch, you should be able to download the patch and add it to your physical medium, so you can play the game whenever you want. You know? Like, add the patch to the physical medium as well. They don't download, they download on console because you need to install every game on console anyway. Like, this is such a weird future we are in. It's so weird. Because at this point, like, Nintendo are literally the only ones who still have a console that has plug and play, right? For the most part. Obviously they have downloads, but the games that they ship are functional on the little Switch cartridge. And I always will appreciate that at the moment. I really don't want to see an all-digital future. I mean, I also buy digital games, so I'm not fully... Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, honestly, I would applaud Nintendo if they actually did the thing that I said, where you can download the patch to your Switch 2 cartridge in the future, and it will download it onto your cartridge. Like, I will absolutely applaud Nintendo for that, if they do it. Like, that would be a power play to fully embrace physical mediums. Yeah, I think you really don't see my wall, behind me. But I think what I think of physical mediums is quite apparent on my wall, right? Because I have like, I would say around 30 Switch games physical on there. Like, I buy physical whenever I can. Also, I like supporting game stores these days. They're kind of dying. Like, literally, in my country, in Germany, you cannot find a single game store anymore. The only option we had, like, without going to a major electronics store, the major electronics stores still have, like, sections for games, and sometimes they even have people specialized in games working there. But game stores are kind of dead. The last game store we had was a GameStop nearby. And that one obviously has closed down completely. Like, they shut down every GameStop in the country. So, no more GameStop. Or I think they are in the process of shutting down every GameStop in the country. At the moment. So, that's gone. There's literally no other physical game stores anymore. And it's all dying. And it's a sad future we live in. And I also indulge in digital games, by the way. Like, a lot of the indie games that I buy. I mean, that's good. I have major electronic stores, and that's where I will pre-order my Switch 2 as well. So I still have that. Well, where are we going? But still, it's a little bit sad. The death of physical games is quite the sad state of affairs. Like, I've bought a ton of indie games, digital, on the Switch eShop. Because they get heavily discounted sometimes. Like, I always go into the Nintendo Switch eShop. And if I see an indie game that I want that's discounted, like, I go to the discount section. And when I see an indie game that I want, and it's heavily discounted, I'm going to buy it. Like, I've got tons of indie games on my Switch, you know? It's like my favorite platform for a reason, I think. And I can still keep them with the Switch 2. So that's a plus. I will get to keep my entire library. Also, I don't even know how much data can actually be stored on a Blu-ray these days. Like, did we just stop exploring new storage possibilities with the Blu-ray? Can newer games even fit on a Blu-ray these days? Is the thing that I want to know. Like, we're getting close to a normal game getting like 150 gigabytes in size, right? A regular game, a regular AAA game, it's going to be almost 150 gigs. Huh. feels like we're trekking along quite well, but it doesn't feel like we find a lot of stuff at the moment. Like, it does feel like we're on a gauntlet, but it doesn't feel like we're finding a lot of stuff right now. Okay. That's okay, Kiza. We have at least 1 more hour to go. I don't know if I'll stay a little bit longer. Ooh, those look like pulsating hearts. That's a little bit unsettling. But yeah, the death of physical media is a tragic one. And I hope that people will open their eyes soon. Especially with the PSN problems. That physical media is just better in every way. Also, why doesn't Sony let me download my games onto a hard drive if I want to? That would be like a compromise we could make, right? I attach an external hard drive that has like 3 terabytes and just let me download my games on there and have my entire game library on there. And then just, you know, every time you want to play a game on your PS5, you just move the files instead of having to reinstall the entire thing. I think that would be a good compromise, right? Like, that's literally how I do it with my Steam games. I have a I have a 2 terabyte SSD external hard drive that is attached to my PC. And I just put all of my Steam games on there. And it literally does have downloaded my entire game library. Okay, that is a bit unsettling. Oh no, I made them invincible. That's a boss, right? Where is it? By the way, I didn't mean to talk so much about other things as the game, but I don't know, it just felt good to just keep talking about things that are on my mind right now. I like the game a lot. The game is good. It's like one of my favorite indies, and that's for a reason. Come on. Here we go. Major Metroid vibes in this one. Kind of wandering around a little bit aimlessly, I have to admit. Okay. Like, I think I could become one of those commentary YouTubers that does like commentary over gameplay. I don't know. It's just like talking, you know? Just organizing my thoughts. It doesn't really go so well when I write a script, sadly. Or else I would like be able to do like a video essay style content more often. But it doesn't really work that well. My thoughts just pop in randomly. And even if I make good points, those are just thoughts I have on the fly usually. Oh, what do we get? Field Disruptor. Alters local physics to augment jump ability. Ooh. Better jump. This music is freaking me out. Kinda have to say it, I think. Okay. Yeah, this music is kind of freaking me out. Cool. I like it. How do I get through this? I think I need something for this that I vaguely remember. Ouch. Yeah. Not as easy to navigate this. Thanks for the help. I have tons of places I could go with that in the previous area, so maybe that's where we need to go. Oh, we got a save point here as well. Thank God. Okay. I think we'll have to go back to the previous area because there were a lot of places we could go with this newfound ability. Alright. Here we go. Getting into the Metroidvania vibe right now. Oh yeah. Really enjoy the Metroidvania aspect of this game. There you go. There's so many places to visit. Okay. Where are we in terms of the map? We're here. Yeah, I can't go through those small crevices. Doesn't seem like. Oh god. What is down here? I wonder. Okay. The music is really unsettling right now. I think this one was also relatively unsettling. I think we'll get to know a lot more about this bullshit and everything that's happening relatively, I think, soon-ish. Oh, there's a boss here. That's cool. I think the game also gets better the longer it takes, by the way. Like, the longer you get into it, the better it gets. I think this game has a very, very strong ending. Like, once you get all your powers, you kind of like, you know, you kind of like feel really good about it. And traversal is really, really cool. Okay. It's boss time, I think. Oh, what are you? Oh dear. Demon, I thought I'll say kill. Here goes nothing. Oh god. Oh god. Wait a second. Wait a second. There's like more barriers we can get. God damn it. Let's try more barriers next time. Game saved. Also, I really wanted to do a cool Arkwell compilation, by the way, of the stream. Like, I really, really wanted to put my all into Monster Hunter Wilds, because it would be really cool to see me struggling against Arkwell on stream, and then have, like, a conclusion to the fight on stream, like, where I solo him. Ugh. You know? It wasn't meant to happen. Wait, he starts this time fully? Was him not doing this last time like a bug? God damn it. I think I can do it. I don't know. Let's just see if we can do it. I believe in myself. Full balls to the wall here. Okay. There we go. I'm going to do this perfectly every time. Here we go. Till it's all over. This is also an immaculate design boss, by the way. Oh god. Yeah, I can shoot through here to get rid of his power beam. I honestly don't know what to do now. Can I just shoot him in the face? What am I doing? He obviously shoots at this spot, but... doesn't seem like I can damage this thing behind him. What am I doing? He doesn't seem to have a hitbox anywhere. Oh, can we do something with this? Maybe. Oh, there he has a hitbox. I really thought he didn't have a hitbox here. Okay. This might be as well as blind as possible, really. Because I really don't remember any of these bosses and most of the areas. Like, it's probably blind at this point. What do we do? What do we even do here? Oh. I think I saw something down here. There we go. Where the fuck are we now? Oh, holy. One thing this game does really well is atmosphere. Really well. Hopefully this is the power filter that El Sonova was talking about. Yes, I still need some time for poison to clear, but I will be okay now. Are you well enough to tell me what's going on? Yes, but it is a long story. I'm listening. There are two sides to universe, Worldstream and Breach. Breach is like Storm, deadly, cannot pass. This planet, Sudra, is designed to keep Breach in check. But then, many years in past, a man came through. His name is Athetos. Athetos is Pattern Minds, powerful manipulator. He infected all of Sudra with pathogen. Only we survive. A Rosalki, like me. To trap us, he used Breach Attractor. Breach surrounds the entire world now, and we cannot leave. But Athetos' win. Soon he will destroy us and enter rest of Worldstream. Trace my sister, Ophelia. Find you in Breach. Only you, no other, can stop Athetos. She found me in this breach. What exactly does that mean? Unfortunately, I'm not knowing. Only Ophelia entered Breach and she is damaged. Okay, so why me? This whole Chosen One story doesn't inspire much confidence. Only Ophelia knows. This is my next task also. Enable repair drones to fix Ophelia and other Rosalka. Ophelia has way to circumvent pathogen, which you will want. Am I in danger, or could I already be infected and not know it? Pathogen is now in all creatures here, but you can heal inside egg, so maybe not. Thanks for being so forthcoming about all this. I'll help you, not that it seems like there's a choice, but I'm going to expect some answers from your friend. Okay, so I am always watch you. If you need me, call. Like, yeah, what I wanted to say, this game just does atmosphere really well. What do we get? Modified lab code. Double tap and hold while pressing against the wall to teleport across. It's an old lab code, like from the laser lab. Though the inner layer is different. Looks biomechanoid, like my gun. How the hell did it get here? This is one of the coolest features, by the way. I like this lab code by itself. But it lets you glitch through walls. Like this. Really fucking cool. And we're going to use it already now. See? This is how we're going to use it. Let me quickly check something up. Let's see if the network's back. Nope, it isn't. I think Blue Sky has DMs, right? Let me check something. Oh god. Yeah, I want to go back up here. Thank you. Okay, quickly, we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we'll continue this. See ya. Thanks for being back, Kiza. I'm also back. I'm kind of feeling down today. I don't know. Honestly, the whole PlayStation business has dragged me down quite a bit. Let's go back to the game, by the way. It's not just that directly, but it shows me so hard that I want a new gaming PC. Like, I have been wanting a new gaming PC for like the last 2 years, and I never had the money to do so. And it just shows me that that would have been a really good decision to buy one at one point. I don't know. I just don't have the money for it. I don't know how you guys do it. Probably put stuff aside, right? Like, put money aside for it. But I really... like, it has exacerbated that problem, right? Where I just don't want to really be on the PlayStation platform at this point. But I'm kind of stuck. You know? Okay, nothing to do here. Let's look at the map real quick. There's definitely more places we can explore. But yeah, it would be really dumb for me to, in the current situation that I am, it would be really dumb to buy a new gaming PC when I have like everything that I need to play Wilds. And it sucks. I'll have to stay with Sony. That kind of makes me feel down a bit. I don't know. Have I ever told you that capitalism fucking sucks? I don't think I need to tell you that. But yeah, since you left, Kiza, we got 2 new items. We got something to augment our jumps, so we jump actually higher. And we got something that lets us glitch through walls. Through 1-block walls. Which is the lab code. The lab code looks fucking sick, by the way. Having your main character have a lab coat as its standout thing is like cool. But yeah, capitalism fucking sucks, I don't know. I might get one at a later time, but I definitely, if I ever intend to buy a gaming PC, I have to save up for it for at least a year before I can get it. And it sucks. And you know, being a responsible adult, I don't want to buy one on impulse. I have to be the responsible one. I've learned the hard way, by the way. Like, that you can't get everything. I had to learn the hard way. Because nobody teaches you shit in life, really. But yeah, I've never really like in school they don't teach you budgeting classes and whatever, you know. Like some schools might. But yeah, I'm pretty okay with it. I've done it for, I don't know, like in my 20s. I made horrible decisions when it comes to finances. And now that I'm in my 30s, I just know better now. Good thing is, with all of my finances, the horrible stuff, the horrible decisions we made, the good thing is we didn't amass a ton of debt. You know, like there's a lot of people who make really stupid decisions in the 20s and they amass so much debt that they have to pay it off until they're like 50. And luckily I didn't do that. Another one of these. Hello miss, are you awake? Trace, that is Veruska. She's in great need of repair drones. She's very dangerous, but is our ally. Dangerous? I mean, I figured you were sort of network supercomputers or something. No, our world is Rusalki. It is like water machine. But we have all been damaged. The situation you see is emergency. If you can enable repair drones, it will greatly help. So just a power filter isn't enough. That is bare minimum for survival. Okay, hang in there, whatever you are. I'm not going to let you die without a fight. Thank you. Can we get on top of her to that place? Nope, we can't. That is literally a dead end. You know, we need to all be responsible adults at times. And I can't just impulse buy something off of my anger towards Sony. That would be really bad. But I swear to God, once the hype for Monster Hunter Wilds is done, or Monster Hunter Wilds in itself shuts down, like, Monster Hunter Wilds doesn't shut down, but once I feel like I don't play on my PS5 anymore, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my money. I'm going to sell it off. To at least get a few parts from my PC. Like, that thing has been sitting on my shelf so long, and it's been gathering only dust ever since. Like, the PS5 has no games is a meme, but it's certainly true. It's a relatively true meme, in my opinion. There's some truth to it. Like, you know, if we were in a good capitalist world, like if capitalism didn't suck, we would actually have a second option now, and we don't have to rely on Sony for everything. But yeah, Microsoft shooting themselves in the foot so hard, it has created a monopoly situation. Oh, combine 5 health node fragments for another health node. Like, the problem with Microsoft, if I can expound on that a little bit, the problem with the current Microsoft is not that they are the underdogs in this fight. The problem with current Microsoft is that they don't even want to fight, you know? Like when Nintendo had gone through the same thing with the Wii U, they were still trying to make games as quickly as possible to get the libraries up, right? Like, they were still trying to make games, and a ton of really good games that are now system sellers on the Switch came out of the Wii U. But Microsoft doesn't seem like it's trying anymore. Like, they're just, yeah, we're going to become a third-party developer, really. We're going to put it on Xbox and PS5, so you can do whatever. But I think the console market needs a little bit of competition, and a lot of fanboys don't see it that way, which makes me kind of furious a bit. Like, we are in dire straits for some competition, I find. I really hope Capcom is fuming right now, by the way. Like, I really hope Capcom is fuming that Sony are so incompetent with the service. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. You know? But yeah, I'll keep my plans to play Wilds on the PS5. You know, one time, this whole YouTube thing might even blow up. I might even get enough subs to get monetized, and you guys will be able to support me, and you guys will have the faith to support me, and we can make a fund for a new gaming PC or whatever, but I don't know. Like, that would be my dream scenario. I'll obviously contribute by myself. You know? Like, that would be a dream scenario for me, because I don't have to shoulder all of the burden anymore, but whatever. I don't intend to, like, fleece you for anything, really. I'm doing this because I have fun playing games, not because I want money out of it. This music is creepy as fuck. In this area. I don't remember this at all. There's so many things about this game that I don't remember anymore. Like, the atmosphere of this game is pretty spot on, honestly, I have to say. Like, they've done something really cool here. Yeah, can't do that. Okay, where do we go from here? Yeah, can't do anything about this barrier either. I think I know where to go now. I think I can phase through this one. There we go. I really enjoyed my time with the game so far. It's almost like playing it blind, because I absolutely don't remember really anything about the game. It's like I'm playing it for the first time again. I just remember that the plot was really cool, and that the traversal and upgrade system was super neat. You know? That's the two things that I remember. But I don't remember much more. And that is cool. I love being able to experiencing games for the first time. How do we deal with you? We simply don't, right? Okay. The drill actually takes them out. I always have to think about that I can't just phase through holes like the walls like these with one block. With absolute ease. No way to get through here. And I can't get through those small crevices either. But yeah, the servers are still not up at this point. I really wanted to capture more Monster Hunter Wilds footage as well, especially from Ark Worlds, because I kind of wanted to do a compilation of how we beat Ark World a bit. Like, that video was already a little bit planned, because I wanted to see myself struggle and maybe do a small compilation or something. That would have been really cool, but Sony doesn't want me to. Well, maybe I'll make it a reaction to Ark World thing. Yeah, they've been super quiet about it too. That's true. Like, they made one post that I've seen. Like, I've seen one post from them that is like, oh yeah, we're having server issues, we're sitting on it, we're fixing it. But that's it. That's all I've seen from Sony. Oh god. This area looks nice, yeah. I think we didn't have an outer area for a while. Right? I vaguely remember this area. I think I only... God damn it. I died. Oh god. The creepy music is back. The interesting part is... this game saves upon death. So... everything you did before you died, it actually saves. So we fought a boss earlier and then we got back. It actually saved that we have defeated the boss. So, you know. Like, it doesn't work like regular Metroid save points. Also, all of our power-ups feel like we're hacking the environment, really. Like, you see, when we phase through, on the top right, you see some sort of code being executed, right? It does feel like it's sort of hacking. We'll see. I'll see if I can get to another save point before we actually continue upwards this time. This game has a lot of neat ideas, and I enjoy that a lot. There we go. So yeah, we're getting up there. But also we can go to the right, I think, to find a portal or something. Yeah, there's another entranceway here. Oh, this directly leads me to a save point. I could have saved right there. Well, whatever. So yeah, we'll be playing this game for the next few weekends. I highly doubt it's going to be too long. So if the servers don't come back by tomorrow, we're going to play more Axiom Verge. You know? Like, obviously we're going to play more Axiom Verge. Honestly, it's going to be super unfortunate if the servers don't come back by tomorrow. Like, that would be the most fucked up thing ever. I highly doubt Sony can really afford that. Yeah, I feel for all of the people who took some free time or some time off today to play Monster in the Wilds, and they can't today. I feel for those people. What do we get? A remote drone. Fire to launch a remote drone, but you may detonate at any time to return to trace. But yeah, this remote drone works kind of like a mothball, only a little bit different. It's a really cool thing. Like, you don't get a mothball in this game, you get this remote drone, which can activate things for me. Here we go. Like, it can get into those small crevices and everywhere that we've been seeing throughout our adventure. Kind of, yeah. Like, one big question that I still don't have the answer for, by the way. Once we're done with Xenogears, what's going to be our next Monday and Wednesday game? We have like 2 weeks before Wilds launches that we could kind of squeeze in another game. You know? But all of the games I could think of don't really fit into that. I think Banjo is a little bit too long for that. Like, Banjo is like, I think Banjo-Tooie is way longer than Banjo-Kazooie. Like, Banjo-Kazooie already took us some time. Banjo-Tooie is longer than that. A lot longer. They are, and I have no idea why. This hasn't happened in a while. Where's my capture card? This hasn't been happening in a while. I think it's fixed. Should be, at least. We could try to squeeze in a shorter game, but I don't think it does really work like that. Well, we really can't go up there, huh? Like, I mean, we could try squeezing in a shorter game. I really can't get up there. I don't know. I'll have to think of something. Honestly. I can't think of a game off the top of my head we could squeeze in there. Something really good. I could go through my upcoming games list and select one from there, probably. I think it's free, right? Like, it should be 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. What the fuck is going on here? By the way, the drone has a separate health pool. Like, I think it's 2 weeks after this week where we probably finish Xenogears. Like, if we don't finish Xenogears by Thursday, by Wednesday, I might consider doing a second Xenogears stream. Yeah, a third one this week, just so we can finish it off. Just so we have, like, a definitive end to Xenogears. While it's still fresh on my mind. You know? So, we'll definitely finish it. What do we have here? Hyper-atomizer. Each projectile fires additional projectiles at set frequency. Okay. That doesn't seem to be that useful. There is... kinda. I don't think it's going to be a full stream. I think it's going to be another Xenosaga episode 3 situation. Where we play the ending and then we do all of the shenanigans afterwards, right? There's not much to show. It's just, you know, to show off what is there. I'm not going to read, for example... That's actually a cool weapon. Like, look at this. It's mostly just there to show off what Perfect Works is about. So we can get a little bit of a grasp on it. And what Takahashi's original intentions were with the story as well. I might try drawing some parallels to Xenosaga. I don't know how much really is there. Honestly, in terms of parallels to Xenosaga, I don't think there's too much, really. Like, I mean, phase... Like, the only thing that I could think of is, like, phase appearance. And the whole Abel and Cain thing is, like, a link to Xenosaga, a little bit of one. But I don't think it's too strong, right? Like, we literally have Emperor Cain in Xenogears, and they are talking about Abel. And phase appearance being that of I mean, I can outright say it. Faye does look a lot like the Abel character we've met in Xenosaga. You know? That was like a stand-in for Udo. Like, it was basically Udo in physical form, right? As an observer of the universe at that point. I think that's how I explained it. I think so. I mean, there's a few places we can go now with this new power-up that we have with the drone. You know? Like, for example, right into here. Wow. That actually worked. Okay. The drone has to make it through this. As I said, the drone has a separate health bar, so it doesn't hurt us. But yeah. This music in the background is a little bit freaky. I have said that the music in this game is really good, and it does fit the theming really well. What do we get for this? Address Disruptor 2. Sorry. Upgrades the power of the Address Disruptor. That is progress. We are already above time. We've made serious progress in one stream. Slowly getting there. I want to actually get to that save point here. But yeah, we've got an upgrade to the Address Disruptor, so we now can get rid of those blocks that we've been seeing everywhere in the game. Okay, that's where we're going to end. We got a few topics down today. I don't know, we've literally went everywhere. Thank you for even listening to the ramblings of a madman. You know, I appreciate it. Still doesn't seem like the PlayStation Network is up. So all I could do is pray that they fix it by tomorrow, and we're going to do a stream. We're going to be able to do a stream tomorrow. It's a really interesting game. I didn't talk a lot about the game, but we'll get into the story more and more as time goes on. The beginning is really, as I said, I think I said it before at one point. This game gets better the longer you play it. You know, the longer you stick with it, the better it gets, because there's a lot of story that unfolds. There's a lot of movement options you get that really make the traversal really cool in this game, you know? A lot of really cool stuff happens in this game, and it's all kind of backloaded a bit. And I really hope we'll stick with this game. Obviously, if this doesn't happen, that we could play Wilds tomorrow, we're going to play Axiom Verge again. I don't know. I like this game a lot, but I probably wouldn't trade it for Monster Hunter right now, seriously. I think I might even put my laptop somewhere where I can play FreeU right now, because I really want to play some Monster Hunter. I don't know. Let's see how this turns out. Obviously, if Wilds comes back tomorrow, we're going to play some Wilds, and we're going to continue our Arkwelt hunts. I definitely need to practice, and hopefully we will be able to solo it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with the Sony servers, really. I don't know how to end it today. Oh, it's going to be such a mess tomorrow. The coming weeks are going to be such a mess. I really want Monster Hunter Wilds to release. Really. Needs to release sooner rather than later. And I want an offline mode that you don't need to register with Sony. Just a few more weeks, we'll be there. But yeah, I've told you what we'll plan to do tomorrow. On Monday, if it happens that we are lucky, we can do a little bit of a longer Xenogears stream. And on Wednesday, we're going to also play Xenogears. And if we aren't finished by Wednesday, I will do another Xenogears stream on Thursday to finish off the story. If we are even that close, you know, I don't know. But it seems like we'll have at least 2 more streams worth of content. I'm judging it based on a walkthrough. Like, I think for the last parts, at least for the bosses and items I can get, I will use a little bit of a walkthrough, because obviously I can't miss a lot, because the final bosses are going to be hugely hard as well, you know. Like, people have been telling me that the final bosses of the game are relatively hard, so I will need all the help I can get. And I've just judged it based on the amount of bosses we're having. It might be longer because we also have to read out all of the story in between, obviously. We'll see, you know. And obviously, Metroid Prime continues, where we already are pretty close to the end. If I judged it correctly, we are literally at the Phazon Mines right now. We did the first section of the Phazon Mines. We just got the X-ray visor, right? And we're going to do a second run of the Phazon Mines, so where we get all of the cool stuff, where we get the plasma beam and all of that. Grappling hook, plasma beam, you know, all of the cool stuff. And I think after the Phazon Mines, the game kind of fizzles out, because you need to find all the keys, right? I think the Phazon Mines is like... The Phazon Mines is like the last area you need to get to for all of the items, and then we're going to get all of the keys. And then the game ends, obviously. Yeah, the artifact hunting, I'm going to use a guide. I don't fuck around. If I can't find something, I'm going to use a guide. I don't fuck around with that. Obviously, I'm going to read the text, the inscriptions that we saw, right? I'm going to read them. Like, we already saw one artifact, Infinite Runner Drifts, that I actually know where it's going to be. So, I'm going to try to get there. If I can't, I'm going to need a guide. I'm sorry. But yeah. I'm going to try my best, as usual, to keep you entertained as well. So yeah. And tomorrow, yeah, as I said, we're going to do the regular thing. And that's going to be it. I love indie game weekends. I'm going to keep it around because, I don't know, indie games are kind of the lifeblood of the gaming community, and they are so underrated. It's criminal how underrated they are in this day and age. You know? Also doesn't help that I feel like a lot of the indie games that have been releasing recently haven't really been my type of indie games, you know? Like, I want more games like Axiom Verge, but we don't really get them a lot. So I don't know. Might be that. Like, I want another Celeste, I want another Axiom Verge, I want another Crosscode, like, all of those indie games, but they are kind of not that recently. We'll have to see. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to end the stream now. For real this time. Thank you all so much for watching today's stream. It was a lot of fun, and I would really like if you consider liking and subscribing, because this shit is the best. So thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you next time. Trilightning out.